Today on Drawbli.
Ben is doing some lazy portrait painting.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are self-taught artists documenting our journey of learning to draw, which is of course better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link below in the description. I'm being lazy today, Abby.
Okay, first of all, I've seen this finished work and I contest that statement because you finished a whole portrait and that's anything but laziness. Why are you lazy?
Because I didn't even try on it. I was very lazy with this portrait. It's like half finished at best.
It's got everything so far. You've got fundamentals, you've got like lines of intention. Her shoulders and chest are already sketched in. You've got a line showing the contour of her face. Her hair's already in. I don't know, this whole lazy thing, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
I felt extremely lazy while doing this. Also, I re-sketched so much. I don't even think resketching is the right word. I've completely changed the way recently that I think about sketches, where I am now thinking of sketching as painting, where I'm like, oh, if I mess up a line, I don't redraw that line, I adjust the line. I draw over top of the line. I erase part of the line. I fade out the line. You know, I very rarely undo. Where like I'm looking at these eyes and I'm like, these eyes are like just effed in every possible way.
Not at all.
And let me erase a bunch of them. Like not entirely. I'm never going to erase it and just like delete it. Sometimes I do. Very rarely though. But I'm like, oh, let me rework it. Let me play with it. Let me erase just a segment and try it out. You know, but overall, I would consider my work on this one extremely lazy.
Okay, well, you do your best work while lazy then.
Well,
because I really like how this turns out.
I should work, well, maybe after you get to like look at it longer instead of taking a quick glance, because I think a lot of my stuff at a quick glance can, you know, appear okay, but
most art is consumed as a quick glance.
Yeah,
let's be real. In this day and age.
Exactly. In this day and age?
Quick glance.
In this economy?
In this economy, I've got quick glances and not much else.
In this art economy, the time that people spend looking at your artwork is 3 seconds or less.
Yeah, it's short. So I think, you know,
maybe we should be lazy artists. Hold on, I'm turning around on it, guys.
I think what we're missing here in this conversation is the fact that all of your very, very hard work up till this point has afforded you the luxury of being quote unquote lazy and still being able to complete and create something that reads really, really well because of all the very hard work you've put in until now. So it's making this part seem quicker and easier and lazier because you've worked really hard to get here.
But sure, okay. Sure, I'll concede that. I think that is true. I agree with that, which is why a lot of the time, you know, I think we could create artwork. I know we can create artwork that is a lot better than what we often do, but we don't spend a huge amount of time on this stuff that we do for Drawbli. And that's because I look at Drawbli, and I think you do a little bit as well, as kind of an exercise in growing as an artist. Like, I think of Drawbli as essentially a college program where, you know, we could go to college for 4 years and learn from, you know, whomever, professional artists. Yet, instead, in my opinion, I think it's a lot more valuable to just grind it out for 4 years and, you know, practice drawing. The amount of artworks that we have created over the past nearly 2 years is kind of insane. Like, we have consistently done a video 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, and you know, we haven't spent hundreds of thousands of dollars per year.
Yeah, like college.
Yeah, I think the savings there. Do I think spending hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, would that move us a little faster? Yes, I actually do.
Oh yeah. I think training from a professional that's a good teacher is, mentorship especially, is 1,000,000% worth it. Every cent is worth it.
But maybe not hundreds of thousands worth it for us at this point in our lives. If that makes sense.
What do you say again?
maybe not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth it right now at this point in our lives.
Oh, would it be worth it? Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
if we just dropped everything right now and said we're taking on some student loans.
Yeah, that would be pretty tough to
Yeah.
do right now, especially as people established in their own careers. You in the nursing field, me in being an artiste.
Yes.
Palm on forehead, leans head back.
But it would be really fun if it was.
It would be really fun.
If there was an
I love
option.
college.
Oh yeah, I love it too. Like if there was an option to do it and not like, just have it be this.
If there
critical
was
debt-
free college, free art college, I'd be there every day.
Oh yeah, and if it wasn't like, we'd probably get in, right? Do you think we'd get in? If it was free,
what
I
do you
feel
mean would we get in?
Well, if it was free, it'd probably be really, really, really competitive.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, here's what I'm gonna say. I'd get in. I don't know about you though.
Oh, well, that's nice. You'd come home and have to teach me what you learned every day.
So, today I learned about the secret painting technique that makes all my paintings amazing now.
Yeah.
But I literally can't teach it. It's like top secret. You'd have to go.
Oh, get accepted into fake art school. Now I'm getting offended over a fake art school and a fake situation that I did not get fake accepted to. And it's kind of a problem.
Divorce! I feel like watching my paintings back is just... I know I say this a lot, but it's just so helpful. Watching my own work over the years and just like seeing all the mistakes that I make, and me watching this back now, I'm like, oh, I could have done this differently. I'll have to remember that for the next painting. Ooh, I really like that part. Like, I need to do that more. Like, there's... It's just so interesting to see. It almost feels like it's somebody else doing it in some ways when I get to like review it in post here.
I love watching your process. I like to see the decisions you make because you do make changes to the reference that are very like a departure from the reference in ways that wouldn't occur to me to depart from the reference in that way.
Like what?
Like the angle of her eyes, let's say. In the reference, her eyelashes actually have a lot more like down turn where she's kind of looking down, so that her eyelashes are kind of going down and out away from her, and you've kept them kind of lifted and up in a cat eye. She has a lot more pronounced like shadowing under her eye with eyeshadow, and you have not chosen to add that, and the look is good. Like, I'm not at all saying, oh, you didn't see that? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your decision making in terms of what you've changed is really cool, because I'm always a little like hesitant to depart from the reference in a way like that. Now, if I'm just like doing a very simple eye and nose, whatever, but to take a portrait and just saying, I'm just doing this portrait and I'm going to change this element about the reference, I think that's cool to be able to do that and have that come across really well.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to depart from references more. I'm looking at this face and you're like, oh, it's good, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just looks skeletal. It looks a little gaunt or like Crypt Keeper-esque, especially around the mouth, which is something that I told you, and you were like, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Perhaps her jaw on what is currently the left side is a little more indented,
right.
Yeah, than
and it would be such a small tweak for me to go in and make. It's always so painful in the art space where just little changes on a face makes such a huge difference.
And we don't often give ourselves the luxury of spending a couple days away from our art and then coming back to it with fresh eyes
never.
or a week later.
Refuse!
Right, because usually we're like, well, it's time to record and we're going to get this out there. And then I'm not coming back to it.
No, but that's why we watch in post to learn from our mistakes.
Right. As opposed to going back and editing what we have, we just go on to the next thing.
And I actually think that's the best way to do it. But also, if you want to learn from your mistakes, click that like and subscribe button and check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link below in the description.
Share your work on Instagram with #Drawbli because drawing is better with friends.
And this is the part where we say...
Goodbye.
Goomba. Do you like looking at your artwork? No? Yeah, me neither.
Just kidding. I thumb through it all the time. I'm
Oh
always
my
scrolling through
God.
my own stuff. I'm just like, look at me go!